Hey everyone, welcome back to English World. In today's video, I will share 20 rules with you. These are rules of English grammar. If you follow them correctly, you will be able to express yourself easily and confidently. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to our channel so that you can improve your English anytime and anywhere. Let's begin. The first one is, a sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. For example, the brown cat sat on the mat. This is a positive sentence, so it ends with a full stop. If we have an interrogative sentence, like where do you live, what is your name, or any question, we end it with a question mark. Or if it is an exclamatory sentence, like my dog is very clever, it will end with an exclamation mark. So a sentence always will begin with a capital letter and it is always going to end with an exclamation mark, question mark, or a full stop. So beginning is as important as the ending of a sentence. Do remember that while writing in English, you have to begin each sentence with a capital letter and end it with the correct punctuation mark. Second one. The order of a basic positive sentence is subject, verb, and object. Subject. Now what is a subject? Subject is the noun, that is the doer of the action, the one whom we are talking about, that is the subject. So that will be followed by the verb. Verb is any activity, any doing word, anything that involves some kind of action. So that is a verb. So the order of a basic positive sentence is subject, verb, and object. What is object? Well, object is also another kind of a noun. The subject is the doer and verb is what activity he is doing, and object is the thing on which the effect of that activity happens. For example, you can make a sentence like I play cricket. So I is the doer, I will be the subject, play will be the verb, and cricket will be the object. Cricket is also a noun, but in this sentence it will be the object. Similarly, we can see these sentences. John loves Mary. So John is the subject, loves is the verb, and Mary is the object. Next one, they were driving their car to Delhi. So they is the noun, that is the subject over here. Were driving, they were driving. This event happened in the past. So they were driving. What were they driving? They were driving their car. Their car is the object. So the basic order of this sentence is subject, verb, and then the object. So this is about the positive sentence. Positive sentence means any affirmative sentence in which we tell basic information. It is not a negative sentence. Negative sentence is whenever no is included in the sentence. An interrogative sentence is whenever some question is involved in the sentence. So this is neither interrogative nor negative. For a simple positive sentence, the order is subject, verb, and then the object. The third rule is every sentence must have a subject and a verb. An object is optional. As I have just told you, that object is also a noun, but it is not necessary to include object in every sentence. We can simply make a sentence with just a subject and a verb, or just a verb. It is understood who the subject is. You can read this again. Every sentence must have a subject and a verb. An object is optional. Note that a positive sentence may have a verb only, but the subject is understood. John teaches. John is the subject. What action he is doing? He is teaching. So he teaches. Teaches is the verb. If we say the full sentence, we can say John teaches English. Or we can simply say stop, run, go, come. In these sentences, there's only the verb. No subject, no object, because the one you are talking to is the subject. That means it is understood if you are telling somebody to do something. So just the verb alone can make a meaningful sentence. Next one is, the subject and verb must agree in number. That is, a singular subject needs a plural verb and a plural subject needs a singular verb. What is singular and plural? Singular is one, plural is many. If the noun is singular, especially the third person singular, that is he, she, or it, whenever we put the verb next to it, there will be s with that. That means the verb will become plural. You can read these sentences. John works in London. So John works. You will put s over here. John works in London. So John, and then you will put s with the verb. John works in London. The monk eats once a day. Monk is one person. He eats, so S will be there. So if there are two or more than two, you will not put S with the verb. So that means that if the subject is plural, verb will be singular. John and Mary work in London. Most people eat 3 meals a day. Most people means many. The subject is plural. So they eat 3 meals a day. So just remember, singular noun is followed by a plural verb. Plural noun is followed by a singular verb. Next is when two singular subjects are connected by or. That means this or that. Two options are given. Anyone can make a meaningful sentence. So when two subjects are written together, separated with or, use a singular verb. So they are considered as plural. So we will put a singular verb with that. Same is true for either or, neither or nor. Let's read the examples. John or Mary is coming tonight. So either John or Mary will come. That means John or Mary is coming tonight. So we will use is, not are. Are means if you want to say both of them, if you want to say that both of them are coming, we will say John and Mary are coming. That means two people are going to come. But here it is anyone might come. So we will say John or Mary is coming. Next one is either coffee or tea is fine. Whether you serve tea to me or coffee, I'm okay with both. We will put singular verb here, is. Neither John nor Mary was late. Neither and nor means not the first one and not even the second one. So none of them was late. So we will say neither John nor Mary was late. The next one is about adjectives. Adjectives are descriptive words, words that describe the noun. So suppose we see a house, it is a big house. So big is the adjective. Suppose we see a dog, it is white in color. So we will say a white dog. So adjective means descriptive words, words that describe a noun. In most of the sentences, adjectives usually come before the noun. We will say a black car, a beautiful girl, not girl beautiful or a car black. That means that in most of the sentences, adjectives will come before the noun. Read these sentences. I have a big dog. She married a handsome Italian man. So, handsome Italian man. These are adjectives. Big dog. Big is adjective. You have a beautiful voice. Beautiful is adjective. Next, when using two or more adjectives together. Now, when we are using two adjectives to describe one noun, the usual order is opinion, adjective, fact, adjective, and then the noun. First, we will say the opinion. What is my opinion on that, or what is your opinion? So, first opinion is mentioned, then the fact, and then the noun. I saw a nice French table. Nice is an opinion that you think it is nice. So, nice will come first. Fact is that it is manufactured in France, so it is French. So, opinion first, and then the fact, and then you will put the noun. Nice French table. That was an interesting Shakespearian play. The play was written by Shakespeare, and according to you, it is interesting. So you will say that was an interesting Shakespearian play. Eighth one, treat collective nouns, that is a committee, company, board of directors, as singular. Collective nouns are those nouns which are made up of small units of the same type categorized as one. For example, you can say an army of soldiers, a band of musicians. So these are collective nouns. So collective nouns are considered as singular noun. My family likes going to the zoo. Family is made up of all the members. It is considered as a singular subject which likes to go to the zoo. The CNN has changed its logo. CNN is a news company and it has changed the logo. So it is considered as singular. The ninth one is quite an interesting one. The words it's and its, that is with apostrophe s, are two different words with different meanings. The dog has hurt its leg. That means the dog has hurt its own leg. So we will simply put its without any apostrophe, means uska. So the dog has hurt its leg. अपनी leg उसने hurt कर दी है. So अपने आप के लिए we will say its. And he says it's 2 o'clock. So it is, when it is written with an apostrophe, it is a short form used for it is. It's 2 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock with an apostrophe means it is. Okay, it's a nice day. So it is a nice day. 10th one, the words your and you are different words with different meanings. Here is your coffee. Your, aapki. Here is your coffee. And you are looking good. You are is a contraction of you are. So you and are contracted and written as you are. You're looking good. The next one, the words there, and there are different words with different meanings. There was nobody at the party. There, there means wahan, or there can also be used for general statements like there is a nice car, there are many people in this country. So anything. There was nobody at the party. So that means that there was wahan par. Next is I saw their car. Their car means unki car. So THEIR, unki. We are talking about somebody, some third persons, plural, more than one. People are working in their homes these days because of COVID-19. So we will say their, THEIR means unka. Next one is they are. They are is a short form of they are. Do you think they are happy? They are means they are. वो है. For वो है, we will say they are with an apostrophe or without an apostrophe. The contraction he is can mean he is or he has. Depending on the sentence, you have to understand whether the speaker says he is or he has. Similarly, she's can mean she is or she has, and its can mean it is or it has, and John's can mean John is or John has. Let's see these examples. He is working. So you can say it in short as he's working. He has finished. She is here or she's here. She has left or she has left. John is married or John's married. John has divorced his wife. Or in short, you will say John's divorced his wife. Means John has divorced his wife. Okay. 13th one, the contraction he'd can mean he had or he would. Similarly, they had can mean they had or they would. He had eaten when I arrived. He had eaten before I arrived. Means he had already eaten. So instead of he had, we are writing he'd, apostrophe and then D. He would eat more if possible. He'd eat more if possible. They had already finished. They'd already finished. They would come if they could. They'd come if they could. Mostly while talking fluently, we use contractions, and even sometimes for writing, we use contractions. Spell a proper noun with an initial capital letter. A proper noun is a name of something. For example, Joseph, Mary, Russia, China, British Broadcasting Corporation, English. All these are proper nouns because these are the special names given to these places or people. For example, we have written to Mary. Is China in Asia? Do you speak English? So in these sentences, Mary, China, Asia and English are proper nouns. They are capitalized. They begin with an initial capital letter. Spell proper adjectives with an initial capital letter. Proper adjectives are made from proper nouns. For example, Germany, German, Orwell, Orwellian, Machiavelli, Machiavellian. London is an English town. Who is the Canadian Prime Minister? Which is your favorite Shakespearian play? Similarly, you can use proper adjectives like Hindu, Indian, or categorize somebody to a particular sect or religion or country or some city. So all these are proper adjectives. So the first alphabet will be capital. Use the indefinite article a or an for countable nouns in general. Use the definite article for specific countable nouns and all uncountable nouns. If you want to tell about some noun for the first time, you will use a or an. An is used with vowels. The words that begin with a, e, I, o, u, you will put an. That means one. Simply it means one in number. An apple, an aeroplane, an egg. So in these you will say an. Otherwise you will simply say a. Now when you talk about the same noun, after the first sentence, you will use the article the. So first time you can say that I saw an aeroplane in the sky. Then next time you will not say an aeroplane, you will say the aeroplane. The aeroplane was white in color. I saw a bird and a balloon in the sky. So you simply saw a bird and a balloon. So you will only say a bird and a balloon. The bird was blue and the balloon was yellow. Now in this you are giving more information and you have already referred to them initially. So next time you will use the. He always saves some of the money that he earns. So in this sentence again, he earns some money and he saves some of the money that he earns. So you will use the. The next one is use the article a with words beginning with a consonant sound. Use article an with words beginning with a vowel sound. You can read these examples with me. A cat, a game of golf, a human endeavor, a Frenchman, a university. Now, university starts with U, but it starts with a consonant sound, as in y. So you will put a with this. An apple, an easy job, an interesting story, an old man, and umbrella, an honorable man. So honorable, although the word begins with H, which is the consonant, we say and with this because the sound is that of a vowel. Honorable or honor begins with a vowel sound, so we will put and with this. Let's move on to the next one. Use many or few with countable nouns. Use much or a lot or uncountable nouns. What are countable and uncountable nouns? Countable nouns are those which can be counted. We can count number of books or any items that are countable. And uncountable nouns are those which cannot be counted, like you cannot count your hair or sugar crystals. So we use much or a few with that. Let's see a few examples. How many rupees do you have? So you can count the rupees that you have. Okay. How much money do you have? So in this, it's simply how much rupees do you have? You can count the rupees that you have at the moment, but how much money do you have? Money in general, it cannot be counted because some of them are saved as assets, which we cannot count that this is worth that much amount immediately, but it does contribute as an asset. So we will simply say it how much money you have. Or there are a few cars outside. A few cars, you can count them, very less, so you will say a few. Or there is little traffic on the road. Traffic is moving and you cannot count each car, so there is little traffic. You will simply give an overall idea that there is little traffic. The 19th rule says that to show possession, that who is the owner of something, use an apostrophe plus S for singular owners and S plus apostrophe for plural owners. If the owner of a particular item is one, you will simply say the name of the person and then put an apostrophe and then S. The boy's dog or Rohit's car, or you can say Amira's house. So Amira, apostrophe and S. But if the noun is plural, then you will put S first and then the apostrophe. The boy's dog. If there are many boys and they have one dog, so you will say the boy's dog, the boys' hostel, or the children's park. Finally, the 20th one. Remember to use verb plus S when the noun is third person singular. What is first person, second person, and the third person? First person is the speaker, the one who is speaking. Second person is the listener. If I'm speaking and you are listening, I'm the first person, you are the second person. First person can be singular or plural. That means one or many. Similarly, second person can also be singular or plural. That means you can be one person listening to me or you can be 3-4 people listening to me. Then you will be plural. So first person is the speaker or the speakers. Second person is the listener or the listeners. And the third person is the one whom we are talking about. The person may be present or absent from our immediate surrounding, but we are talking about the person. Even if you talk about the prime minister, the country, the people, the doctor, whatsoever is happening in the world, if the noun is singular, then it will be third person singular. Suppose you talk about your mother, your brother, your friend. So again, we both are talking about the third person. That will be the third person. And it can be plural as well if we talk about many people. So it will be the third person. So coming back to the main point here, we have to remember that a singular noun is followed by a plural verb. That means if singular noun is he, she or it, you will put verb and then after verb you will always put an S. With I, you, we and they, we use only the verb without S. For example, he plays cricket daily. You are talking about somebody who plays. You will not say he play cricket daily. He plays. वो खेलता है. So you will say he plays cricket daily. She dances well. She is one person, third person singular. We are talking about some girl. She dances well. So we will put S with dance. It will be dances. A teacher motivates students. If we want to talk about one teacher, we will say a teacher. Any teacher motivates students. So with motivate, you will put S. However, if you're talking about many teachers, we will say teachers motivate students. So we will not put S with motivate here because teachers are plural. We will put a singular verb here. Let's read the next one. A monkey. One single monkey. A monkey eats banana. So we have put S with the verb because we are just talking about one single monkey. A monkey eats banana. Whereas if we talk about many monkeys, so we will say monkeys eat banana. Similarly, this child, we're talking about one child. This child scores good marks. Okay, so this child, talking about one particular child, you will say verb plus s. This child scores good mark. But if we talk about many children, means more than one child, we will say children score marks as per their ability. If we want to see a sentence which says that generally most of the children, means many children, subject is plural, they score marks according to their ability. We will simply put the verb score without an s. I hope you liked the video and you found these tips helpful. Watch the video again if you have any doubts, and if you want to ask any questions, you can always message me or leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.